Championships is on the line in Chatham, New Brunswick. Welcome to Ronald Cullen Stadium. Dan Esty on the call with you here on the CABC Baseball Network as we bring you live coverage of the first of a possible 2 games this afternoon here at this provincial final game. The 2 combatants left standing here. On my right, the visitors for this game will be the Windsor Stars. And to my left, the home team for this game, the Sarnia Brigade. We'll very quickly go through the starting lineups for both teams. First for the visiting team from Windsor. Batting first, playing right field, number 10, Noah Renault. Batting second, the left fielder, number 6, Jake Lumley. Batting third and playing second base, number 4, number 16, Carter Ray. Batting fourth and catching, number 25, Mitch Hudvagner. Batting fifth, the DH, number 14, Colin Robinson. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 4, Josh Hudvagner. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 13, Alec Boucher. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 17, Josh Anderson. And batting ninth and playing center field, number 21, Jeremy Orton. The starting pitcher for the Windsor Stars this afternoon is number 8, Matt Ward. The starting lineup for the Sarnia Brigade, leading off playing center field, number 3, Logan Buntrock. Batting second, the left fielder, number 29, Hank Vandermeer. Batting third and playing shortstop is number 27, Carter Arts. Batting fourth and playing second base, number 47, Cooper Clark. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 4, Blake Butler. Batting sixth, the DH, number 9, Kyle Maloney. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 21, Alex McLean. And batting eighth and playing first base, number 8, Keegan Brandon. And batting ninth and doing the catching is number 5, Cole Bridges. The starting pitcher for the Sarnia Brigade for this game this afternoon, veteran right-hander, number 17, Brett Bridges. 2 teams that have made their way through this field here this weekend. The Windsor Stars currently sit at 5-0 right now as they have defeated the Northumberland Jacks, the Ajax Spartans, the Milton Red Sox, the Etobicoke Rangers, as well as the Brampton Royals in their last game 3-0 before receiving the bye into this game today. For the Sarnia Brigade, they currently sit at 5-1. They won their opener against East York 14-4, dropped their second round game to Milton 9-4, defeated the Oakville A's 8-6, defeated the Ilderton Riverhawks 9-5. They followed that up with a tough 5-2 victory last evening over the Etobicoke Rangers. And then, as you just saw in our previous broadcast, they defeated the Tecumseh Thunder 4-3 in that semifinal game to earn their spot here in the final. Should be a great day of baseball here at the park. We look forward to bringing you action here as we continue to bring you action here from the Men's AAA National Qualifier. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back for the top of the first inning. Brett Bridges all done with his warm-up pitches. He delivers his first pitch of the game to right fielder Noah Renault.
First pitch, 1-0-1.
Which is swung on and missed for strike 1. And we are underway here in this provincial final. That slider drops in there for strike 2. Renault to lead off. Jake Lumley, the left fielder, due up second. Carter Ray, the second baseman, due up third. for the Stars here in the top of the first, as they will be facing veteran right-hander Brett Bridges, who stands out on the mound. 0-2 pitch swung on and missed by Renault. And he is down on strikes for the first out here in the top of the first.
The left fielder, number 6, Jake Lumley. Number 6.
Brett Bridges on the year. Limited action on the mound. 9 innings only pitched. No record to show. 0-0. Allowed 10 hits. 6 runs. 4 earned. That ball is going to be fouled out of play down the right field line. With 4 walks and 1 strikeout. Currently carries a 3.1 ERA coming into this game. That ball belted to first. Nice pickup there by Keegan Brandon as he catches it on the short hop. He'll step on first. And Lumley retired for the second out in the top of the first.
The second baseman, number 16, Carter Ray. Number 16.
So 2 outs here now for the Stars. I will bring up second baseman Carter Ray, as Bridges asking for a new set of signs from catcher Cole Bridges. So it's Bridges squared. Working as the battery here in this one. Is that called strike 1? Carter Ray on the year. 23 hits and 62 at bats. A .371 batting average as that misses outside for a ball. 3 of those hits, doubles, 1 home run, 20 RBIs. Good for second on the team. 13 runs scored, as he has a 1-1 count here against Brett Bridges. That ball popped up here behind the dish. It is going to be playable. The catcher, Cole Bridges, lays out, but he's unable to come up with that one, as Blake Butler was there to try and help out as well. Either way, Carter Ray still alive in this at bat. As the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes, as you see at the plate. Umpiring crew today: Daniel Newell down at third base, Justin Snively at second, Bob Blake is at first base, and calling balls and strikes for this game, John Thompson Jr. As that ball hit on the ground to shortstop. Carter Arts up with it across the diamond, and the Windsor Stars go down in order here in the top of the first. Clean first inning for the Sarnia Brigade. The Windsor Stars get no runs on no hits. There were no Sarnia Brigade errors. Nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the first inning. The score, the Windsor Stars 0, with the Sarnia Brigade coming to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. For those that are joining us on our live stream, we bid you a good afternoon. We hope you enjoy this afternoon's broadcast of this game, brought to you by the CABC Baseball Network. Game number 14 for us on the weekend. So we're running on fumes, but happy to still be here and bringing you this live game this afternoon. We'll take a quick break here as right-hander Matt Ward makes his way to the mound to throw his warm-up pitches. Championship Monday and the championship game of the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier, with action brought to you by CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back in a second. Matt Ward all done with his warm-up pitches, and we are all set for the bottom of the first as Logan Buntrock, the center fielder, will lead things off for the Sarnia Brigade. He takes that first pitch from Ward, drives it up the middle past a diving Carter Ray and into center field. And the leadoff batter aboard here for the Sarnia Brigade in the top of the first.
Left fielder.
Flip our scoreboard
number
over.
29, Hank Vandermeer. Number 29.
If you remember back to our last broadcast, the Brigade got things going fast against the Tecumseh Thunder as they put up 3 in the first. So they're looking to try and repeat that again here as that ball gets away from Mitch Hudvagner. And Logan Buntrock going to scurry to second base there on the wild pitch charge to Matt Ward, who finds himself in this important role here this afternoon, getting the starting nod for the Windsor Stars. That ball hit on the ground to second base, backhanded there by Arts. It gets away from him. Logan Buntrock gets the wave from third, but he is going to scurry back. Probably a good move there, as he probably would have been in trouble at the plate. Certainly don't want to take that chance here early in this game. First 2 runners reaching. Don't want to take that out of the hands of Carter Arts, who makes his way to the plate.
Shortstop, number 27, Carter Arts. Number 27.
So that is an error charge to Carter Ray at second base. It puts runners on the corners here with nobody out for the Brigade, as Arts takes that slider from Matt Ward for strike 1. Ward on the season, 3-1 for a record, 24 innings of work in 11 games. 26 hits, 13 runs, 12 of those earned. He has 8 walks and 18 strikeouts and carries a 3.5 ERA into this game as that ball bounced in. Good block there from Hudvagner to keep runners at the corners. And if you're joining in this afternoon, welcome and thank you for joining us here on our live stream as that one misses down for a ball. A little bit of confusion here on what's going on, but with Vandermeer going to second, the run coming across, I believe a balk was called there on the pitcher. So that will bring in the first run of the game for the Sarnia Brigade. And they lead quick in this one in the bottom of the first by a score of 1-0. So Vandermeer will make his way to second. He stands there now for Arts. Here's the pitch from Ward. That one hit down the right field line, but it is going to tail foul and out of play. It hits off one of the light standards down the right field line. Again, after a bit of a dreadful day yesterday with the weather here in Windsor, certainly not an issue today as there is not a cloud in the sky. It is beautiful out as it sits at 26 degrees right now. A little bit of a breeze going to our left here at the diamond. That pitch misses inside for a ball. Defensive alignment for the Windsor Stars. Left to right in the outfield, Jake Lumley on left. In center field, Jeremy Orton. In right field, Noah Renault. Around the infield, third base, Alec Boucher. Shortstop is Josh Anderson. Second base, Carter Ray. And at first is Josh Hudvagner as that pitch misses inside as well. Doing the catching is Mitch Hudvagner, and the pitcher is right-hander Matt Ward. So the count 3-1 here on Arts. Pitch from Ward. Big hack, and he fouls that one into the matting here. The brand new backstop that's been put up at Cullen Stadium. Again, been coming to this tournament for a number of years as a player, and certainly nice to see the new setup they have here. They did some work to the dugouts as well, all thanks to a very nice and generous grant from the Jays Care organization. Here's the pitch from Ward. That one hit to short right field. Renault going to line that one up. Vandermeer tags at second. He fakes to go. Throw is going to come into the shortstop, Anderson. And Matt Ward and the Stars have their first out here as Arts flies out to right field.
Second baseman, number 17, Cooper Clark. Number 17.
So one out. And we have the second baseman for Sarnia, Cooper Clark, who steps in for his first at bat. He's first pitch swinging, comes up empty for strike one. Clark on the season, a .407 average, 11 hits and 27 at bats, 10 games played, 3 doubles, 8 RBIs, 11 runs scored. Vandermeer the lead from second. That one's going to miss inside. Clark spins, and that one will catch him in the back. He'll make his way to first on the hit by pitch.
The third baseman, number 4, Blake Butler. Number 4.
So first and second for the Brigade as they continue to apply pressure here to the Windsor Stars in this one early. Third baseman Blake Butler steps in. Ward with his first pitch to him. Foul ball over by the Windsor dugout. .429 average this year for Blake Butler in 14 games. 18 hits and 42 at-bats. 4 of those hits, doubles. He has 10 RBIs and has scored 13 times on the season. A little bit of a meeting here at the mound by the Windsor catcher, Mitch Hudbanger, as well as the shortstop, Josh Anderson, and pitcher, Matt Ward. One nothing Brigade early in this one. So they got a walk as well as an error. And then the first one brought in on a balk charge to Matt Ward. Here's the pitch. That one's going to miss inside for a ball. Championship game here of this national qualifier in Windsor. That one up and in for a ball as well. After a long weekend of baseball here in the Windsor, Essex County, 19 teams who made their way here to Windsor. And we're down to the final 2 in a berth at the Canadian Men's Championships on the line as that ball is slashed down the right field line and foul. So one of these 2 teams will make the trek to Chatham, New Brunswick on August 20th and will be the Ontario representative at the Canadian Championships this year. Matt Ward set at the belt. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off the glove of Hudbanger into the backstop. The Ontario rep, just having a peek through the schedule, going to have a tough road at the Canadians this year as they are in a very tough pool. Pool B, which will see them included with the defending champions and New Brunswick representatives, the Charlottetown Islanders out of PEI. They will also have the Red Deer Riggers, the Alberta representative, in their pool, as well as the Regina Trappers, the Saskatchewan rep. And then they will also have the British Columbia rep, which this year is the Victoria Mavericks. So a loaded pool for them. Whoever comes out of this game or games, depending on what happens here today, as that one is going to catch Blake Butler in the shoulder, and he'll make his way to first. Just like last game where we saw Taylor Pappen have some nerves to start, looks like Matt Ward might be going through the same thing here a little bit.
The designated hitter, number 9, Kyle Maloney. Number 9.
As the bases are now loaded for the Brigade, and Veteran DH Kyle Maloney will dig in for his first at bat. He takes a hack at that pitch, fouls it off the glove of Hudbangner for strike one. Maloney, a .364 average this year in 15 games in the regular season. 16 hits and 44 at-bats. 2 doubles, a home run, 13 RBIs, 6 runs scored. So he takes that pitch outside and another balk called at second base. And that will bring another run across the plate. For the Sarnia Brigade, and they now lead 2-0 here in this game, and we're going to get a trip to the mound as fellow Stars pitcher Kamani Bailey is the one making the trip here to have a chat with Ward. Bailey not too old himself, but again, one of the veteran arms that's been on this Stars team now that still remains on the roster. So I'm sure just out there to kind of calm the nerves a little bit for Ward, as he's had a little bit of a shaky start to this one now with a 2-0 lead, 1 out, and runner still at second and third here for Sarnia. So the Stars having their hand forced a little bit early here in this one, as they're going to have to pull their infield in and try and cut down the run at the plate if they can. So the count 1-0 as that last pitch didn't count because of the balk. That one up and in almost catches Maloney in the shoulder. Sorry, they count 1-1 now. Here's the pitch from Ward. That one belted to left center field. That's going to send the center fielder Orton back. He lines it up, makes the catch. Here's the throw to the plate. Just up the third base line. And a little bit of a bobble there from Mitch Hudbangner allows Blake Butler to go to third. And Cooper Clark comes across the plate with the third run in the game. And it's a very early 3-0 lead here for the Sarnia Brigade in this one.
Right fielder, number 21, Alex McLean. Number 21.
So Butler remains at third. That will go down as a sac fly for Maloney. That will also go down as an RBI for him as well. That ball slashed out of play by right fielder Alex McLean. Ten games played this year for McLean, a .160 average, 4 hits and 25 at-bats. He takes that pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. All 4 of those hits singles for McLean, 1 RBI, and he's scored 3 times. Butler with the lead from third. Here's the pitch from Ward. That one fouled back and out of play just to our left. Last couple of years, we've kind of hung out on the stands here in the front. This year, we're camped out in the booth and certainly get a beautiful view of the brand new Gordie Howe Bridge just to our left, which is now open. Is that pitch going to miss outside from Ward for a ball? Bridge started operating about 2 weeks ago. But quite a spectacle to look at, especially at night when we were here last night till about midnight covering games. Another foul ball there from McLean as he fouls that one just over the washrooms here to our left. That pitch outside. Kevin, hopefully the sound's okay now. I do mute my microphone between innings, so that's probably why you weren't hearing much. That pitch up and into McLean. He'll draw the walk, so he makes his way to first. We have runners at the corners here with one out. My apologies.
First baseman, number 8, Keegan Brandon. Number 8.
And already here in the first inning, the Stars forced to get someone up here in the pen as Keegan Brandon takes a hack at that. He fouls it off down the left field line. Left-hander Chris Renault down in the pen getting loose for the Stars already as the Brigade have come out hot in this one, just like they did against the Thunder. 3 runs across here already in the first. Still have runners at the corners with 1 out. And the first baseman, Brandon, at the plate. Takes that pitch outside for a ball. 5 games only this year for Brandon. A little bit of limited action in the season for him. 3 hits and 12 at-bats. Good for a .250 batting average. All those hits singles. No runs scored. He did collect 4 RBIs, though, as that ball hit towards short left center field. And the catch is made there by the left fielder, Jake Lumley, as he slides under that one and makes the play.
For the Sarnia Brigade, 3 runs off of 1 hit. There was 1 star error at the end of the first inning. The score, the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Windsor Stars no score. There was 1 man left on base for Sarnia.
So a very productive start to this game, just like the last game for the Brigade, as they score 3 runs here in the bottom of the first inning on just 1 hit. There was 1 Windsor Stars error, and the Brigade leave 1 runner on base. After 1 inning of play here in this provincial final at Ronald Cullen Stadium, it is the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Windsor Stars no score. As right-hander Brett Bridges heads back out to the mound for his 2nd inning of work. We will take a quick break, and we will come right back with action here in the top of the 2nd inning on Championship Monday of the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier, brought to you by CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back in a second. Welcome back, top of the 2nd inning. 4, 5, 6 due up here for the Windsor Stars with catcher Mitch Hudvagner to lead things off. DH Colin Robinson due up 2nd. He waits on deck. And it will be the first baseman, Josh Hudvagner, due up 3rd as Mitch takes that first pitch outside for ball 1. That one down in the dirt for ball 2 from Sarnia right-hander Brett Bridges, who draws the start here in this important game for the Brigade. That pitch fouled off the leg of Hudvagner as he kind of goes down in a heap. He's back up and looks like he's okay, though. Both of these teams playing for a spot at the Canadian Championships. Both have recently been to the tournament. For the Stars, they went out east to Cape Breton in 22. For the Sarnia Brigade, well, they made a trip to Chatham, New Brunswick the last time the tournament was there in 2019. That pitch down and in for a ball. So the count now 3-1. Bridges gets his sign. Here's the pitch. Fastball popped up to right center field. It will be Logan Buntrock who makes the call, and he'll make the catch. And Mitch Hudbagner down for the first out here in the top of the second.
The designated hitter, number 14, Colin Robinson.
So 1 out, DH, Colin Robinson coming to the plate.
When you come back, I'll need you to edit the final.
So Robinson digs in for his first at-bat in this game. He takes a pitch down and away for ball 1. Robinson, 9 games on the year. 6 for 29. 6 for 23. Good for a .261 average. 2 of those hits doubles, 4 RBIs as he ropes that one down the left field line and fares. That's going to send the left fielder, Hank Vandermeer, back to the wall. Robinson makes the turn at first. Here's the throw to second. And the ball is there in time. Tag applied by Cooper Clark. And Robinson throwing out, trying to stretch that into a double for the second out here in the inning.
The first baseman, number 4, Josh Hudbagner. Number 4.
So the 7-6-4 putout retires Robinson at second base. And there are 2 outs now for Josh Hudbagner, playing first today for the Windsor Stars. That ball hit on the ground is short. Arts charges in. He takes the ball, throws on the run, and Hudbagner retired. And so are the Stars in order here in the top of the second.
For the Sarn.
So for the Stars in the top half of the second, no runs on 1 hit. There were no Sarnia errors and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's been all Sarnia Brigade so far as they lead this game by a score of 3-0 over the Windsor Stars. We will take a quick break and we'll be back with action in the bottom of the second inning as we continue with this championship game here at the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier, brought to you by the CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back in a couple of seconds.
Number 5.
Welcome back, bottom of the second inning. 9-1-2 due up here for the Sarnia Brigade. Catcher Cole Bridges steps in to lead things off here against right-hander Matt Ward. That pitch misses up for ball 1. Back to the top of the order. After this, Logan Buntrock, the center fielder, waits on deck. Left fielder Hank Vandermeer due up third. That pitch going to miss inside for ball 2. We will flip our scoreboard over here. That pitch in there for a strike. Swing and a miss there from Bridges for strike 2. So Ward able to battle himself back into a full count here, 3-2. Full count pitch from Ward. Fouled off the glove of Hudbagner and back to the backstop. Left-hander Chris Renault back up in the Windsor bullpen here this inning after a few nerves from Matt Ward there in the first inning. 2 runs coming in on a pair of balks. That one popped up to short right field. Noah Renault going to make the call. He'll camp under that and make the catch. And there's one out here in the bottom of the second.
Center fielder, number 3, Logan Buntrock.
So 1 out, back to the top of the order for the Brigade. Logan Buntrock steps in 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. 1 of 3 so far for the Brigade as he takes strike 1 from right-hander Matt Ward. Pitch from Ward. Slider that just misses the inside corner for a ball. So the count now, 2-1. That one fouled into the netting just beside the Windsor dugout. Here's the pitch. That one slapped down the right side and foul out of play. So very quickly, 2-2 here now. Big Hank Vandermeer waits on deck, due up third this inning. Playing left field for the Brigade this game. The pitch, slider, and again, fouled off down the right field line. So count still 2-2. As our stream very quickly climbing here, already up to 160 viewers here in the bottom of the second. We appreciate you joining us here this afternoon in Windsor for this provincial final. Possibly a second game here, depending on the score of this one, as that one just misses inside. That one kind of buckled up Buntrock a little bit, but it's just missing the inside corner for a ball. Here's the pitch from Ward. Fastball fouled into the netting, so Buntrock able to keep himself alive. Very extended at bat here between him and pitcher Matt Ward. So Ward has his sign from Hudbagner and comes set. Here's the pitch. Inside and probably ball 4 there, but a little bit of a defensive swing by Buntrock as he gets a piece of that one and sends it to the backstop. So he'll step back in again here for another pitch. Number 9 in this at bat. Here's the pitch. That one up in the zone. Oh, my apologies. I thought it was a full count there, but I guess it's full now, 3-2. The pitch from Ward. Slap foul down the first baseline. So Buntrock settles back in here as he's about to see pitch number 12 of this at bat. The pitch from Ward, and he fouls it off again. Certainly making Ward work here in this at bat is Logan Buntrock trying to find one that he can handle here and get it in play. The pitch from Ward. Another chopper just out in front of the plate. That's going to get played by Ward. He makes the throw to first and retires the speedy Buntrock by about half a step for the second out here in the second inning.
Left fielder, number 29, Hank Vandermeer.
So after that lengthy at bat, there are now 2 outs here for Sarnia in the bottom of the second, and it will be Hank Vandermeer who steps in for his second at bat. Takes that pitch outside for ball 1. Vandermeer 0 for 1. He reached on an error by second baseman Carter Ray back in the first. Came around to score one of the 3 runs that inning for the Brigade as he hits that one right back to Ward, and he fields his position, and he'll flip it to Hudvagner. And the Sarnia Brigade down in order here in the bottom of the second.
For the Sarnia Brigade, no runs, no hits, no one left on base, no errors for the Stars. The score at the end of the second inning, the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Windsor Stars no score.
So for the Brigade in the home half of the second inning, no runs, no hits, no Windsor Star errors, nobody left on base. We are through 2 innings of play in this first championship game between the Sarnia Brigade and the Windsor Stars. The score, the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Windsor Stars no score. Again, there is the possibility of a second game being played here in this championship final. The Windsor Stars undefeated in this tournament so far, so they do have to be defeated twice. So the Brigade with a win would force a winner-take-all championship game, which would come your way probably, I would say, around 4 o'clock, depending on the completion of this one, as well as the result of this one as well. So we'll take a quick break here as we set up for the top of the third inning on Championship Monday here at the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier, brought to you by the CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back in 2 seconds. Top of the third inning. Bottom third of the order due up for the Stars. Third baseman Alec Boucher will lead things off as he takes a pitch on the inside corner for strike 1 from Brigade starter Brett Bridges. Josh Anderson, the shortstop, waits on deck. Jeremy Orton, the center fielder, due up third. Nice slider there from Bridges for strike 2. Very quickly up in this at bat, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Change up in the dirt. Blocked there by Cole Bridges. Just gets away from him. Nothing like a little brother battery here in this one for the Brigade. Ooh, that was pretty handy, but just misses up in the zone for a ball. Evens the count now at 2-2. Good take there from Boucher. That one going to miss outside for ball 3. Full count now. Boucher on the year. Limited action, 3 games. 3 hits and 7 at-bats for a .429 average. 2 runs. As he's going to take the walk there. So he'll make his way to first. That is the first base runner of the day for the Stars.
Shortstop, number 17, Josh Anderson. Number 17.
So the Stars going to try and string something together here. Shortstop Josh Anderson steps in now. He takes a first pitch strike from Bridges. Anderson, 22 hits and 75 at-bats, good for a .293 average. 5 doubles, a home run, 8 RBIs, and has scored 14 times. Boucher out to a pretty healthy lead there at first. That pitch just misses outside for ball 1. Very limited action, as we said earlier in the broadcast, for starting pitcher Brett Bridges, only throwing 9 innings this year. Runner takes off to second. That ball stroked to center field. It's going to get down in front of Buntrock. A little bit of a bobble there. He's going to pick it up to throw to third. Here's the tag. Not in time, as Boucher just able to get under that tag. As he kind of had to put on the brakes there a little bit at second base. Coming around as Buntrock kind of faked like he was going to catch that one. And it drops in for a single, and the runners are at the corners now for the Stars.
Center fielder, number 21, Jeremy Orton. Number 21.
So the first bit of life here for the Stars in this one offensively, as they take a walk and a single from Josh Anderson and have runners on the corners here with nobody out. And center fielder Jeremy Orton steps up to the plate. Runner takes off to second. That one misses inside. So Anderson going to slide in safely there with the stolen base. Now there are a pair of base runners in scoring position for the center fielder Orton. A .393 hitter on the year, 22 hits, 56 at-bats, 2 doubles, 2 triples, 8 RBIs, and 19 runs. As he hits that one into left field for a single, 1 run coming in. Anderson going to get the stop sign at third. And an RBI single from Jeremy Orton has the Windsor Stars on the board in this one, as they still trail in this game, though, 3-1.
Right fielder, number 10, Noah Reno.
Still nobody out here, and we're back to the top of the order, as it will be Noah Renault who steps in for his second at bat. 0 for 1, he's struck out back in the first inning to lead off the game. So we're going to get a quick mound visit here from Brigade manager Joel Ainsworth, as he has a chat with the starting pitcher as well as the defense as they all huddle around the mound. He'll make his way back to the dugout now, and we'll get back to action. So Renault will dig in here.
Out batting, number 10, Reno.
As he gets himself for his second at bat here against Bridges. Orton takes off to second, bunt, pulls it back, cut off at second base by the shortstop Arts. Anderson holds his spot at third. So again, runners at second and third here for the Stars now. The infield going to stay back here for the Brigade, as they're happy to concede the run here on a ground ball to trade for the out. That one belted to left field, though, but it is going to sail foul down the left field line. Good piece from Renault, but that one about 4 or 5 feet foul. So Bridges with his sign and comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball that's down and away. Gets away from Cole Bridges, but not far enough for anything to happen with Josh Anderson at third. The pitch from Bridges. Hit on the ground to first base. A little bit of a bobble by Keegan Brandon, but he's able to get to first base in time for the out. The first one here in the inning, but that does produce another run for the Stars, as the RBI ground out by Renault now cuts the Sarnia lead to 3-2.
Now batting, left fielder, number 6, Jake Lumley. Last call for 50-50 tickets.
So Lumley will step in for his second at bat. Grounded out to first baseman Keegan Brandon. Back in the first is looked like a little change up there from Bridges for strike one. Orton stands at third base right now. He would be the tying run as the Stars still trailing this game 3-2 to the Sarnia Brigade. Little chopper foul over by Carter Ray, who stands in the on-deck circle for the Stars. He would be due up next in this inning. So the Brigade going to pull their infield in now as they're going to try and cut down the run at the plate. The pitch from Bridges. Up and in. That catches a piece of the shoulder of Jake Lumley. He'll make his way to first.
Second baseman, number 16, Carter Ray.
So we have runners at the corners here with one out. So the Stars still pressing here. It'll be Carter Ray. As the runner takes off for second, Lumley will slide in safely. So a trio of stolen bases here this inning for the Stars. That one drilled foul down the left field line just by the feet of Buzz Morris, who's in the third base box for the Stars. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch from Bridges. This is outside for a ball. And 3-2 as we play here in the top of the third inning. The Brigade put up 3 runs in the bottom of the first. The Stars have answered back with 2 here in the third as that ball chopped foul down the third base line again. For strike 2 on Carter Ray. So after a bit of a slow start, the Stars starting to pick up a little bit of steam here now. The pitch from Bridges, slider chopped to third base. Bridges takes Blake takes the ball, the throw to the plate. And he does hang on to the ball. Orton called out at the plate. Good play there by Blake Butler, as he's able to cut down Orton at the plate for the second out in the inning. Ray will reach on the fielder's choice.
The catcher, number 25, Mitch Hutbacker.
So we have 2 outs here now, and Bridges trying to work hard here to try and get out of this jam, stem the bleeding here at 2 runs for the Stars, but he'll have to deal with their catcher, Mitch Hudvagner. Runner takes off to second. That pitch in there for strike 1. Fourth stolen base of the inning for the Stars. That pitch inside, it catches Hudvagner in the arm. And he'll make his way to first and loads the bases now for Colin Robinson.
The designated hitter, number 14, Colin Robinson.
So bases loaded, DH, Colin Robinson to the dish. He takes a pitch outside for ball one. Robinson on the day, 1 for 1. He had a single, but tried to stretch that single into a double on a ball down the left field line and was thrown out at second base. That was back in the second inning. That pitch going to find the outside corner for a strike. Evens the count, 1-1. Here's the pitch from Bridges. Slider, outside corner for strike 2. And with the bases loaded here, a 1-2 count with 2 outs on Colin Robinson. As Brett Bridges trying to get out of this jam here in the third inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball that misses the outside corner for a ball. 3-2 Sarnia Brigade as we play here top of the third inning in this first championship game. Slider popped up towards short right field. Going to be a long run for Alex McLean. And that's going to get down and fair. 1 run comes in. 2 runs come in. Mitch Hudvagner getting the stop sign at third base. And that's about as well as you can place a ball down the right field line as that lands just inside the fair foul line. And that is a pair of runs for the Stars. They have now taken the lead in this game by a score of 4-3.
First baseman, number 4, Josh Hudvagner.
So after giving up 3 in the first, the Stars answer back in a big way here in the third. As Colin Robinson comes through with another clutch hit. He's had a few of them this weekend. And he will be replaced at first base now by pinch runner Jacob Persa.
Now pitch running for Colin Robinson, number 7, Jacob Persa. Number 7.
Persa, kind of the theme of this inning, immediately takes off for second base. He will steal that. It's the 6th stolen base in the inning for the Stars, as they have runners now at second and third with the 2 outs. That ball belted to left field by... That is out of here! 3-run home run for Josh Hudvagner as he makes his way around the bases. And the Stars have broken out here in a big way in the third inning, as a 3-run home run off the bat of Josh Hudvagner has extended the lead now to 7-3. Joel Ainsworth making his way to the mound here. It looks like that's going to be the end of the day for Brett Bridges as he's going to exit this game. To a nice round of applause. And it will be the veteran Derek Moss who will make his way into this game for the Sarnia Brigade. So we'll take a quick break while he takes his warm-up pitches here, but the Stars have broken this one open here in the third. They currently lead now by a score of 7-3. We'll take a short break and return back to action here in a couple of minutes. So a couple of defensive changes coming up here for the Sarnia Brigade as they try and get themselves out of this third inning. Taking over behind the plate for Cole Bridges is number 6, Brennan Healy. And coming in on the mound, a veteran that's been around senior baseball for some time now, as number 34, Derek Moss makes his way into this game. Moss on the year, 3 games, 11 innings pitched. Currently holds a record of 2-0, 17 hits, 12 runs, 10 of those earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts.
Number 13, Alec Boucher.
It has a 6.17 ERA in the season as that one popped up. And it is going to get back and out of play just to our left. And we'll hit the top of one of the awnings over there that sit on top of the stands here. The 0-1 pitch from Moss. Slider that misses the outside corner for a ball. One out here. Sorry, 2 outs here in the inning. As the Brigade trying to end this onslaught by the Stars here right now, as they have put up 7 in the third inning, as that one is fouled off the leg of Alec Boucher. And currently hold a 7-3 lead here in this championship game. Boucher's second time up in the inning. He walked to lead off this inning, has a stolen base, and came around to score one of those 7 runs here in the inning. So he takes that pitch for a ball. That one popped up at a play off to our left.
Sammy's got it.
So still 2 strikes here. I believe 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Here's the pitch from Moss. That one's going to miss outside. Sorry, the count was full there. So that will be a walk to Boucher. He'll make his way to first.
Shortstop number 17, Josh Anderson.
So shortstop Josh Anderson will step in. He had a single earlier in this inning. Scored a run. Had a stolen base as well. He takes strike 1 from reliever Derek Moss, who comes in for Brett Bridges, who just exited the game. That one popped up just over by second base. Cooper Clark, had to shade the sun there, but able to squeeze that one and hang on. And that's it for the top of the third, but not before the Windsor Stars able to break this one open in a big way as they put up 7 runs and take a 7-3 lead in this game. So a big top of the third for the Windsor Stars. They score 7 runs on 4 hits. There were no Sarnia errors, and the Stars leave 1 runner on base. The score after 2.5 innings of play, it is the Windsor Stars who have now claimed the lead in this championship game by a score of 7-3 over the Sarnia Brigade. We will take a quick break as right-hander Matt Ward will trot back out to the mound and see if he can get his teams back on the sticks. Championship Monday here at the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier, brought to you by CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back in a couple of minutes. Welcome back, bottom of the third inning. And the Sarnia Brigade have a little bit of work here to do in this one now. After getting out to a quick 3-0 lead in the first inning, they now trail to the Windsor Stars 7-3. Heart of the order due up here. Carter Arts will lead things off as he takes that pitch down and away for a ball. Second baseman Cooper Clark due up second as you see him waiting on deck. Due up third is the third baseman Blake Butler. 2-0 pitch from Ward. That one hit between short and third and into left field for a leadoff single. And the leadoff man aboard here for the Brigade in their half of the third inning.
Second baseman, number 17, Cooper Clark.
And for the Windsor Stars in this one, you can be happy that you got those 7 runs, but certainly can't sit on that lead with this tough hitting lineup that the Sarnia club possesses. They can certainly find their way back into a game here in a hurry. That ball chopped to third base, and that's going to get over the head of a leaping Alec Boucher and into left field. Boucher retreats back to third base as the left fielder Lumley will get that and throw it into shortstop Josh Anderson. And just like that, a pair of singles have a pair of runners on here for the Brigade.
The third baseman, number 4, Blake Butler.
As we update our scoreboard there for you. After this half inning, we'll get to our in-game recap, brought to you by Field of Dreams Baseball in the Greater Toronto Area. And we'll do that between innings here. First pitch to Butler, misses inside for ball 1 as he spins out of the way of that pitch from Matt Ward. That pitch finds the outside corner for strike 1 to Butler. Butler was hit by a pitch in his first at bat, stranded at third in that first inning. Here's the pitch from Ward. Chopped just out in front of the plate. Oh, a little bit of a bobble there from Ward. He makes the throw to first, and the runner is going to be safe as that throw is going to pull Josh Hudbagner off the bag. He's having a discussion with the umpire, but for me, in that case, that throw pulls him off. He did not tag him there. And the runner going to be safe at first. So Buzz Morris going to go out and have a discussion here with the umpire at first just to get clarification on the call. That's a tough play because it's bang bang at first base there. The runner has to have a spot to be able to run there and certainly didn't deviate from their path on the baseline. So that will be an error charged to the pitcher Ward on that play. And it will load the bases now.
Designated hitter, number 9, Kyle Maloney.
So the bases loaded for the Brigade. And certainly after giving up a big number last inning, they're looking to try and claw their way back in now. As that one popped up on the infield, that will be, or should be, an infield fly. And there's the call. So Maloney out on the infield fly.
Right fielder, number 21, Alex McLean.
So that is a big out there for Matt Ward and the Stars, as Maloney, a very dangerous hitter, been around senior baseball for some time now, and they get him to pop out to second. I will bring up the right fielder, Alex McLean. He takes a pitch down and in for ball 1. McLean today with a walk in his first at bat back in the first. Here's the pitch from Ward. That one belted to right field. That's going to get down for a single in front of Noah Renault. One runner in. Cooper Clark was going to get the wave, but then gets the stop sign there from the coach. So he'll make his way back to third, but An RBI single off the bat of Alex McLean has cut into this Windsor Stars lead. It is now 7-4.
First baseman, number 8, Keegan Brandon.
So certainly you never want to give up 7 runs in an inning, but as you can see from the Sarnia Brigade, they're not going away at all here as the bases remain loaded. Keegan Brandon makes his way to the plate. He takes a swing and fouls that one off for strike 1. Brandon 0 for 1. He flew out to left fielder Jake Lumley to end the first inning on that nice sliding play that Lumley made out there. So Matt Ward has his sign and comes set. Here's the pitch. That one belted to first base. Just foul though. Chris.
And here comes the 50-50 kids. Remember, folks, we just had last call for 50-50 tickets, so be sure to partake now.
Renault still throwing down in the Stars bullpen. As he continues to get loose. 7-4 ball game here in the bottom of the third inning. Bases loaded for the Brigade. Only 1 out. Pitch to Brandon. He hits that one foul down the first base line. Brandon going to step out here. Ward stepped off for a second. He's going to reset himself. Ward has his sign and comes set now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Brandon. That's going to get away from Hudvagner, but Keegan is out as first base is occupied. So that's a big second out there for Matt Ward on the strikeout.
The catcher, number 6, Brendan Healy. Number 6.
The strikeout, the first of the day for Ward here in the third inning. As it will be the catcher, Brennan Healy, who steps up as he takes that pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Healy's first at bat of the day as he took over behind the plate for Cole Bridges when they made the pitching change to put Derek Moss into this game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Slider. Looked pretty handy to the outside corner. Called a ball. That pitch misses outside as well for a ball. .22 call-up Michael Grondin has joined Chris Renault down in the pen as he started to throw as well. So double barrel action for the Stars right now in their pen as Ward feverishly trying to get through this jam here in the bottom of the third. They're still leading 7-4, but the base is loaded with 2 outs as that pitch misses up to Brennan Healy. And the 3-1 count as Healy in the driver's seat here and no room for him on the bases. So Ward going to have to come after him here and force him to put the ball in play. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 2. And with the full count and 2 outs, all the runners going to be on the move here for the Brigade. And even though it's the third, you got to think this is a big point in this game right now. Huge opportunity for the Sarnia club. Full count pitch. Swung on and missed by Healy. And he is down on strikes as the Stars able to keep the Sarnia Brigade to 1 run after they had the bases loaded with nobody out here in the bottom of the third.
Well, the Sarnia
So the Sarnia Brigade able to get 1 run across, but miss out on a huge opportunity as they leave the bases loaded there in the bottom of the third inning. But they get 1 run on 3 hits. There was 1 Windsor Stars error, and there was 3 runners left on base. The score after 3 complete innings of play. It is the Windsor Stars 7, the Sarnia Brigade 4. We'll take a brief pause as Derek Moss continues with his warm-up pitches. We'll be right back for the top of the 4th inning here in this championship game of the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier, with action brought to you by CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back. We are back for the top of the 4th in this championship game. 7-4 Windsor Stars right now over the Sarnia Brigade. Dan Esty on the call here with you on the CABC Baseball Network. We thank you for your viewership throughout the course of the weekend as we are into game number 13 that we have streamed. That pitch misses down for ball 1. We've loved every minute of bringing you games here at this tournament, as well as updates and social media coverage. We appreciate all the kind words from everyone throughout the weekend as we have a little bit left to go here. We are only in the top of the 4th of this one as Jeremy Orton, it's a sky-high fly ball towards center field. Logan Buntrock takes a couple of steps backwards. He'll camp under that and make the catch. And Orton is retired for the first out here in the top of the 4th.
right fielder, number 10, Noah Greno.
So we'll head back to the top of the shop here for the Stars. Noah Renault steps in for his second at bat, a strikeout. Make ground out to first base, have him 0 for 2 today. As he takes a pitch inside for ball 1. That ball hit to third base, taken on a hop there by Butler. Throws across the diamond. Pulls the first baseman, Keegan Brandon, off the bag a little bit. He applies the tag, though, and there are 2 outs.
Left fielder, number 6, Jake Lumley.
So the 5-3 putout. There are 2 outs here now for the Stars. Left fielder, Jake Lumley, will step in for his 3rd time this game. 0 for 1. Grounded out to first baseman Keegan Brandon in the 1st. And in the 3rd, he was hit by a pitch at a stolen base and came around to score in that inning as he hits that one to second baseman Cooper Clark. On to Brandon at first. And that is a quick inning there by Derek Moss and the Sarnia Brigade. as they put the Stars down in order. Good inning there for Derek Moss. There was no runs on no hits for the Stars. No errors for the Brigade. No runners left on base. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning here at Ronald Cullen Stadium in Windsor, Ontario. The score remains the Windsor Stars 7 and the Sarnia Brigade 4. At the end of the tournament, we'll do our usual posting that we do for thanking those throughout the weekend. But while we are on the air, just a few things for me. First off, to Jamie Kell and the whole Tecumseh Thunder organization, I share my great appreciation with you for your hospitality during our time there on Friday and Saturday as we covered games there throughout the day. Also to Ron Smith and the Windsor Stars for their hospitality here at the stadium for the games that we've been covering here on Sunday evening as well as into Monday. We greatly appreciate all your support of us each year that we come down here and cover these games for everyone. To the teams and the players, it's been great to catch up with you all this week.
Number 22, Chris Reynolds. Number 22.
It's been great to catch up with you all this week as we've seen you around the tournament covering games, when we've been watching games, when we've had a few seconds. So certainly great to be able to catch up with everyone there as well.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth with the Sarnia Brigade, the center fielder, number 3, Logan Buntrock.
And of course, the final thank you goes to the fans, the folks that have been following online, who have been getting the updates, the messages, all throughout, all parts and times of the day and night. Your viewership is greatly appreciated. We thank you that you follow us and that you enjoy the coverage. And we certainly enjoy coming down here each year and covering this tournament. Defensive change here for the Windsor Stars as we enter into the bottom of the fourth inning as left-hander Chris Renaud has made his way into this game onto the mound. As Logan Buntrock hits that one in on the hands, and that's going to drop foul down the right field line. That will close the book on Stars starter Matt Ward, who exits this game giving up 4 runs and 4 hits over his 3 innings of work. Renaud takes over here in the fourth as that one misses inside for a ball. Renaud on the season with a 2-2 record in 16 innings of work. He appeared in 9 games as that one hit the second base. Carter Ray ranges over, makes a short slide on to first. And Buntrock retired there for the first out. 2-2 record for Renaud in 16 innings of work.
Left fielder, number 29, Hank Vandermeer.
He's given up 22 hits, 15 runs, 11 of those runs earned, 10 walks, and 12 strikeouts, and currently possesses a 4.8 ERA. As that slider finds the inside corner for strike 1 to Hank Vandermeer, who is 0 for 2 today, reached on an error back in the first and scored, grounded out to the pitcher, Matt Ward. That ball chopped to third. What a play and what a stretch there at first by Josh Hudvanger. Great play by Alec Boucher to get to that one. And the 5-3 putout is the second out here in the fourth.
Shortstop, number 27, Carter Arts.
So 2 outs here for the Brigade on a couple of nice defensive plays by the Stars, which will bring up shortstop Carter Arts. 1 for 2 today with a single and a run. Flew out to right fielder Noah Renaud back in the first as he takes that pitch down for ball 1. We hope you're enjoying coverage of today's games as we just surpassed the 160 viewer mark here in this game. Great to see so many people tuning in here as we find out who the Ontario representative is going to be at the 2026 Canadian Men's Baseball Championships, which will take place in Chatham, New Brunswick on August 20th to the 23rd. Arts fouls that one to the backstop for a strike. That ball will pop up towards first base. Hudbagner, a little bit of trouble there with the sun. He's able to camp under that. He makes the catch in foul ball territory, and the Brigade are down in order here in the fourth.
For the Brigade, the bottom of the fourth inning. No runs, no hits, no one left on base, no errors for the Stars. The score after 4 innings of play, the Windsor Stars 7, the Sarnia Brigade 4.
So for the Brigade in the home half of the fourth inning, no runs, no hits, no errors by the Windsor Stars, no runners left on base. We head to the top of the fifth inning here at Ronald Cullen Stadium in the Micmac Sports Complex here in beautiful Windsor, Ontario. The score remains the Windsor Stars 7, the Sarnia Brigade 4. We will get to our in-game recap right now, brought to you by Field of Dreams Baseball Camps in the Greater Toronto Area, operating youth baseball camps for young baseball players all over the GTA and beyond for the last 16 years. You can find them online at fodbaseballcamps.com. The Brigade got out of the gate early in this one as they put up 3 in the first inning with RBIs from Kyle Maloney and Alex McLean. The Windsor Stars, though, they woke up in the third as they put 7 runs across the plate that inning, including a big 3-run home run off the bat of first baseman Josh Hudbagner, which was the big knock in that inning. The Brigade able to get 1 back in the bottom half, and that's where we sit right now with our 7-4 score. This in-game recap brought to you by Field of Dreams Baseball Camps.
Leading off the top of the fifth for the Stars, second baseman, number 16, Carter Ray.
So we are into the top of the fifth, and it will be second baseman Carter Ray who leads things off. He tips that one into the mitt of catcher Brendan Healy for strike 1. Ray today, 0 for 2, grounded out to the shortstop Carter Arts in the first. Fielder's choice in the third. He stole a base and came in to score as well in that inning. That pitch in there for strike 2. He's facing right-hander Derek Moss. As he checks his swing there. They're going to check it first. No swing. Count 1-2. Moss in relief of starter Brett Bridges, who exited this game in the third inning. So Moss into his full inning of work. So that one misses up and in to Ray for a ball. Moss gets his sign. Here's the pitch. That one misses inside as well for a ball. So the count full now, 3-2. Mitch Hudbagner, the catcher, waits on deck. Jacob Persa due up third this inning. And that ball hit on the ground towards third base under a diving Blake Butler and into left field. And Carter Ray aboard here with his first hit of the game.
The catcher, number 25, Mitch Hudbagner.
Leadoff batter aboard here for the Stars. Catcher Mitch Hudbagner going to step in now. Hudbagner 0 for 1, flew out to center fielder Logan Bunrock. He was hit by a pitch in his last at bat, came around to score that inning. Carter Ray takes his lead from first. The pitch from Moss just misses the outside corner for a ball. 7-4 Windsor Stars here in this first championship game. pitch. Hit on the ground to first, and it is going to go foul. A second game could be necessary here if the Windsor Stars do drop this one, as they are undefeated currently. So the Stars need to be defeated twice here by the Brigade in order to be eliminated. Runner takes off, pitch from Moss. That one in there for a strike. The throw, just a little bit to the left of second base. And Carter Ray slides in safely. Second stolen base of the game for Ray. So he'll take his lead from second. Moss has his kind of sign and comes set. Here's the pitch. That one belted towards the right center field gap. That's just going to get over the head of the second baseman, Clark, and down for a single. Ray getting the wave, the throw coming in. And it's not in time as Carter Ray crosses the plate with the 8th run of the day for the Stars, and they lead this game now by a score of 8-4 on the RBI single from Mitch Hudvagner.
Now batting, number 11, Stephen Adam. Number 11.
So we will have a pinch hitter here for the Stars, and it will be veteran Stephen Adam, who will take swings here for Jacob Persa. Of course, a couple of innings ago, Persa came in to run for Colin Robinson when he exited. And now the veteran Adam going to take some swings here as Mitch Hudvagner going to take his lead from first. First pitch misses for ball one from Derek Moss. Runner takes off to second. That one going to be hit foul down to the first base coach's box, where it's picked up there by Kamani Bailey. So Hudvagner will make his way back to first. Here's the pitch, just outside for a ball to Stephen Adam. Adam on the year hitting 194 in 18 games, 7 hits and 36 at-bats. He has a double, 3 RBIs, and 7 runs scored. Runner takes off to second. That one popped up into short right field. It will be the right fielder, Alex McLean, who shades the sun and makes the catch. And Adam retired for the first out.
First baseman, number 4, Josh Hudvagner.
So 1 out. That will bring up the first baseman for the Windsor Stars, Josh Hudvagner. Hudvagner 1 for 2 today, grounded out to the shortstop, Arts, in the second inning. And as you can tell from that swing that he just took, he had a home run in his last at-bat. A 3-run job to left center field, which broke this game open at the time, 7-3. Currently sits at 8-4 for the Stars right now as Hudvagner takes off for second again. That one hit on the ground to shortstop. Picked up there by Arts. He's going to take the out at first as Hudvagner retired for the second out in the inning. Good job by the Stars having the runner in motion there as that kept them out of the double play.
Third baseman, number 13, Alec Boucher.
So a runner in scoring position here for the Windsor Stars with 2 outs. Third baseman Alec Boucher. will make his way to the plate. He takes a pitch outside from Moss for ball one. Boucher on the day without an official at bat yet. 2 walks. He has a stolen base and came around to score a run in that big 7th inning. Pitch from Moss, in on the hands. That one's going to get fouled out of play off to the left, just behind the Sarnia dugout. So Moss with the long look in here to Brendan Healy. He has the sign he wants now. Comes set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt. Good block there by Healy. That will keep Hudbangner at second base. That one chopped on the ground to first. Brandon going to take it on the big hop, and he wins the foot race to first. As Boucher is retired, but not before the Stars able to add another one here in the 5th inning. They lead this game now by a score of 8-4. So another run for the Stars that inning. They get 1 run on 2 hits. There were no Sarnia Brigade errors. And the Stars leave 1 runner stranded on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th here at Ronald Cullen Stadium in Windsor. The score, the Windsor Stars 8, the Sarnia Brigade 4. We're going to take a quick break here on the broadcast. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 5th inning just after a short break. Championship Monday here at the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier. Action brought to you by CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back in a second. Welcome back. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning of this championship game of the 2026 Men's AAA National Qualifier. The Windsor Stars currently lead this game by a score of 8-4. It is second baseman Cooper Clark set to lead things off here for the Brigade, followed by Blake Butler. And DH Kyle Maloney due up third as Clark retired at first there for the first out of the inning. So 1 out here for the Brigade. Third baseman Blake Butler steps in. He hits that one down the right field line, but it is going to sail foul into the Stars bullpen. So they count 1-1. The pitch from Renault. Hit towards center field. It's going to send Orton back a couple of steps. He makes the catch over his shoulder on the run. And Butler down for the second out.
Congratulations to Mark Clark, the winner of the 50-50 ticket draw. Will be going home with $680. Designated hitter number 9, Kyle Maloney.
Just announced here at the park that Mark Clark is the 50-50 winner. We'll have to go down and talk to him about getting a beer or something after, Aaron. He's going home with close to $700 from that 50-50 draw. Maloney puts a charge into that one. That's going to get into the gap in left center field all the way to the wall. Maloney making his way around first, going into second. Hard time picking it up out there by Orton. He finally gets it back in a 2-out double off the bat of the veteran Kyle Maloney. Has the Brigade with a little bit of life here in the fifth.
Right fielder, number 21, Alex McLean.
So right fielder Alex McLean will step in now. He takes that pitch just a little bit down for ball one. That ball in the dirt. Good block there by Mitch Hudbanger, but ball two to McLean. McLean 1 for 1, walked in the first inning, single in the third inning for the veteran Sarnia outfielder. Also does some pitching for the Brigade. Pitch from Renault. Runs inside for a ball. Chris Renault into this game last inning as he's into his second inning of work in relief of Stars starter Matt Ward. He gave up 4 runs over his 3 innings of work. That one misses down. So we have runners at first and second for the Brigade.
First baseman, number 8, Keegan Brendan.
So Keegan Brandon going to step in here with runners at first and second and 2 out for the Brigade as they look to try and churn up some offense here and get themselves back into this game. Is that pitch taken up for ball? Renault asking where that one is. He gets told that it's up in the zone. You're right, Scott. She was pretty gloomy here yesterday. Also, Scott, I might as well do this while I'm on the air, but I'm sitting upstairs right now with Aaron Sanders, and he says hello to you. Little chopper foul at the dish. That is foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Brandon now as catcher Brennan Healy waits on deck. Here's the pitch from Renault. Slider hit towards left field. It's going to send Lumley back, and that gets past him into the wall. Looked like he took a little bit of a wrong step trying to get that one. McLean going to get the wave. Here's the throw coming in from short. Left field, the throw. And Hudvagner is saying that he got the tag on him, and he has to be careful here because he's going to go if he's not careful. Renault trying to get him to calm down. And the play coming in from the outfield on the relay is called safe. The second runner coming through. Coach Ron Smith comes out to try and restore order here with everyone.
The catcher, number 6, Brendan Healy.
So a little bit of a questionable one there, as it did appear like Mitch Hudvagner did get the tag on him there, but called safe at the plate. So that is a pair of runs in for the Sarnia Brigade. And Keegan Brandon with the 2-run double. And that gets the Sarnia Brigade right back in this one now, as it is 8-6. We have a mound visit here from Coach Buzz Morris. So mound visit over. Renault will make his way back to the mound. Keegan Brandon makes his way back to second.
Now batting, Healy.
As we surpass 200 viewers right now on our stream. That slider in there for strike one to catcher Brennan Healy. Healy 0 for 1, struck out in the third as he took over in that inning defensively for Cole Bridges. The pitch from Renault. Slider belted to right field. That's going to get down in front of Renault. Keegan Brandon going to get the stop sign at third. Good strong throw there from Renault in right field as that one blocked up by Hudvagner. And that will leave the Brigade with runners on the corners here and 2 outs.
Center fielder, number 3, Logan Buntcroft.
So on the power of 3 hits here in this inning, a walk. We've certainly got ourselves a bit of a ball game now, as manager Ron Smith going to make the slow trot to the mound. He's going to take the ball from veteran Chris Renault. And we are going to have a pitching change here as Renault exits, to a nice round of applause here from the local crowd. So we're going to have a pitching change here, as we will get to the change here in a minute when we get back from a break. Johnny, tell Walker I said hello. 8-6. The Windsor Stars lead this game now, as the Sarnia Brigade have cut into their lead a little bit. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. We'll be right back just after a short break here for this championship game at the Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier. We'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back after a short break. The new pitcher into the game for the Stars is 22 U call-up, number 99, Michael Grondin Jr. So he's just taking his warm-up pitches and getting ready to go here. Comes into a little bit of a bind here for the Stars. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. And he is going to be facing the top of the order here as center fielder Logan Buntrock steps in. It will be his fourth appearance at the plate. He has a single back in the first, grounded out to the pitcher, grounded out to second base, so 1 for 3. The first pitch, down in the dirt for ball 1. That one hit to right field. Renault going to take a couple of steps back, but he'll come forward, camp under it. And that is a big, big out there for Grondin Jr. as he gets Buntrock to fly out to end the threat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So good inning there for the Brigade as they chip away at that Stars lead. Sarnia gets 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no Windsor Stars errors, and they strand 2 runners on base. We are through 5 complete innings of play here at Ronald Cullen Stadium. The score, the Windsor Stars 6. The Windsor Stars 8. The Sarnia Brigade 6. Looks like we're going to have some defensive changes here for the Sarnia Brigade. We'll get to those in a minute when we come back just after a short break here of this championship game at the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier. Action brought to you by the CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back in 2 minutes. So a little bit of defensive shuffling here for the Sarnia Brigade as we enter into the top of this 6th inning here in this championship game. The new pitcher on the mound is left-hander number 21, Alex McLean, as he takes over from Derek Moss. Hank Vandermeer, who was in left field, now makes his way to right field to take McLean's place there. And the designated hitter, Kyle Maloney, he finds his way out to the outfield and left, so they will lose their DH, and McLean will be hitting for himself.
Shortstop number 17, Josh Anderson.
So shortstop Josh Anderson will be the first to face McLean here in the 6th as he takes the ball. That one belted to left field for a single. And the leadoff runner aboard here for the Stars as Anderson makes his way to first. Second hit of the day for Anderson, his second single.
Center fielder number 21, Jeremy Orton.
So center fielder Jeremy Orton will step in now. Orton 1 for 2 with a single in this game so far. Jamie, I'm sure there's a few people that are looking forward to the Canadians in a few weeks. This will be the 6th time that the Chatham Ironmen have hosted this event since 1995, and they certainly put on a good show every time they do host it. As Orton squares to bunt, that one going to get by catcher Brendan Healy and to the backstop, as that will advance the runner Josh Anderson to second on the wild pitch for McLean. Here's the pitch from McLean. That one down as Orton pulls back that bunt attempt. So the winning team, Scott, does get the option to pick up players. Yes, some teams do, some don't. For both of these teams, they're pretty loaded up with pitching and defense, so it also depends on who can make it to the tournament as well. As that bunt laid down there by Orton, picked up by the catcher Healy, throws to first, and in time to retire Orton by about half a step. The sack bunt, though, successful, as it pushes the runner Josh Anderson over to third now on that 2-3 putout by Brendan Healy.
Right fielder, number 10, Noah Renault.
So runner at third with one out. Again, the Sarnia defense going to have to shift in here and try and take away the run at the plate if they can, as Renault swings and fouls that one to the backstop. Renault in the game, 0 for 3. Strikeout in the first, grounded out to first in the third, grounded out to third baseman Blake Butler in the fifth. That one hit down the right field line and just slices foul. Jamie, good to see you tuning in from Marysville. Probably not going to be there, Jamie. We will be doing coverage, but we'll be doing it remotely from home. We'll be doing our daily recap articles like we did at last year's event. That pitch misses to Renault, runs the count to 1-1. Here's the pitch for McLean. That one belted to left field. Maloney going to have to go back, and that's going to get over his head into the wall. As that settles up on the warning track, Renault to second base, and he's going to put on the brakes there as that RBI double off the bat of Noah Renault gives the Windsor Stars a 3-run lead again, at a 9-6.
Left fielder, number 6, Jake Lumley.
First hit of the game for Renault, his second RBI of the game, though. So he had an RBI ground out. He stands at second base now. It shows you what good fundamental baseball does there in this inning. You get the single from Anderson. He ends up on second base on the pass ball, the sack bunt to get the runner to third. Good job there by Renault to drive him in. Hello, Dola. We've been trying to get you on the broadcast a couple of times this year, maybe for the playoffs back in Koba. We'll see. Check swing there from Lumley. Umpire says no. That one misses low for a ball. Been sitting around 160 to 200 viewers in this game at certain points in time. Certainly great to see a great crowd catching up as the province of Ontario will crown their provincial champion here at the men's AAA level today. That team will be making a trip to Chatham, New Brunswick here in 2 weeks for the Canadian Championships. McLean has his sign and comes set. Here's the pitch. Slider down in the dirt. Good block there from catcher Brendan Healy. For those looking for information about the Canadians, they have created a Facebook page that you can go and find. have a lot of information there about the tournament. That one hit on the ground to second base, picked up there by Cooper Clark. Throws on to first to retire Lumley for the second out here in the inning. Runner does advance to third on the play.
Second baseman, number 16, Carter Ray.
Also, a good friend and fellow commentator Chris Jardine will have his group as they try and lay down a bunt there. That goes foul. We'll have his group at Snag Sports running the live streams at both fields at the Nationals. You can find their stuff on YouTube. Make sure you go and subscribe early. You'll get all the notifications for the games as they will be covering games at both Ironman Field as well as Waldo Henderson Memorial Field in Chatham Head. Everything free, so you'll be able to get to see some great baseball at the national level, including this guy that just messaged me here, Nolan DeZodel, who will be there as the coach for the Saskatchewan representatives, the Regina Trappers. Nolan, great to hear from you. Swing and a miss by Carter Ray for strike two. So McLean trying to work hard here to keep the damage to one in this inning. Here's the pitch. That curveball misses away for a ball. Even count now, 2-2. Two-two pitch from McLean. Fouled off down the third base line. As we have quickly soared up to 192 folks around the country watching us right now. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast here on the CABC Baseball Network. That ball pounded to left field, but it is going to sail well foul just off the top of the fence out there in left field. Kyle Maloney will make his way back to his position. Nine-six Windsor Stars here as we play in the top of the sixth inning with two outs. The pitch. That one popped up to short left field. Maloney going to take a few steps in, and he will camp under that and make the catch. And the Stars runner is stranded at third base. They do add a run this inning, though, and currently lead this game by a score of 9-6. So for the Stars in the top of the sixth, they get one run on two hits. There were no Sarnia errors. One runner is stranded on base. We are through 5.5 innings of play here at Ronald Cullen Stadium in Windsor, Ontario. The score, the Windsor Stars, 9. Keep on getting that backwards. And the Sarnia Brigade, 6. Just a reminder that following this game, we will have the medal presentations. We will keep our camera on for that as the trophies and banners as well as the medals are presented to each of the teams. If we keep the score as it is right now, so after that last game is done, there is the opportunity, of course, that we can get a second game, depending on the outcome of this one. We are also... we have a clothing package put together here with a hat, sweater, and t-shirt, courtesy of us here at CABC that we're going to award to the tournament most valuable player as well this year. So we'll make that presentation following the game. We'll try and sneak down on the field and make that presentation to the most valuable player here at this year's tournament.
Your attention, please. Now at left field, number 9, Bryson Vernon. Leading off the bottom of the sixth for the Sarnia Brigade. And Vanderbeek.
So As has happened here a couple of times in this tournament, young left fielder Bryson Vernon will make his way into this game defensively, as he will take the place of veteran Jake Lumley. And it's 2-3-4 due up here for Sarnia, with Hank Vandermeer due up first as he hits a high, towering fly ball to center field. Jeremy Orton will camp under that and make the catch. And there is one out here in the 6th inning.
Number 27, Carter Arts.
A little bit of a slip there, I think, from Grondin. As you see him pat his chest there, as that one sails over the head of Carter Arts. That pitch misses down for a ball. So 2-0 now the count. Almost correct. There were 3 COBA teams left in the top 7. 2 of them made it to the final 5. As Arts takes that pitch for strike 1. It was the Milton Red Sox, the Brampton Royals. As Arts steps back in here. Sorry, the Brampton Royals, Milton Red Sox, and Etobicoke Rangers, who all made it into the final 7 teams. With the Brampton Royals and Etobicoke Rangers advancing to the final 5. That pitch in there for strike 2 on Arts. 1 for 3 today with a single. That one, fastball in the outside corner, called strike 3. And Arts down on strikes for the second out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 47, Cooper Clark.
So 2 outs here now in the bottom of the 6th. Second baseman Cooper Clark in to face Michael Grondin Jr. Little chopper to shortstop. Charge there on the ground. Good play there from Josh Anderson as he throws on the run. And that is a 3-up, 3-down inning for Grondin Jr. here in the bottom of the 6th. So a quick inning there for the Brigade at bat in the bottom of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no Windsor Stars errors. No one left on base. We head to the top of the 7th inning here in championship game number 1 at Ronald Cullen Stadium. The score, the Windsor Stars 9, the Sarnia Brigade 6. Lefty Alex McLean will make his way back out to the mound here for his second inning of work in relief. We, though, will take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the top of the 7th inning here in a couple of minutes on Championship Monday of the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier, brought to you by CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back in a second. Welcome back here, top of the 7th inning. Pinch hitter here for the Windsor Stars as Kyle Maruzic will take some swings for catcher Mitch Hudvagner. He swings and misses that pitch from Alex McLean for strike 2 as he fouled off the first pitch. Maruzic with a take there for ball 1. Maruzic on the year, 4 games played, 3 hits, and 8 at bats, 375 average, 1 RBI, scored 3 times. Pitch for McLean. Curveball drops in there for strike 3. And Maruzic down on strikes here for the first out in the 7th.
Number 11, Stephen Adam.
You do me a favor. Can you just go down, keep this in case you want the fork. Just go down and throw that out in the garbage can. Another out there at first for Stephen Adam.
First baseman, number 4, Josh Hudvagner.
So 2 quick outs here for the Brigade in the 7th. First baseman Josh Hudvagner will make his way to the plate. Hudvagner this game, 1 for 3, a pair of groundouts to the shortstop Carter Arts. Had that big 3-run home run back in the 3rd. He drills that ball to center field. Going to be a tough play there and just out of the reach of Logan Buntrock, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. Hudvagner around second, makes the turn to third. Here's the throw into the cutoff. And Hudvagner is in standing up with a triple to go along with that earlier home run. And the Stars with a runner in scoring position here and 2 outs for Alec Boucher.
Third baseman, number 13, Alec Boucher.
So Boucher steps in here for his 4th plate appearance of the day. 0 for 1, grounded out to first base back in the 5th, and he had a pair of walks in the 3rd inning. He came up twice in that inning, scored a run, and had a stolen base that inning as well. The pitch from McLean fouled off the glove of Brendan Healy into the backstop. McLean with a look in here, a couple of shakes from Healy. He has the sign he wants now. Here's the pitch, curveball. Up and in, just narrowly missing Boucher there for a ball. I agree, Dola. Sliders. That pitch in the dirt for a ball as we surpass 200 viewers for the first time here this weekend, currently sitting at 207 folks around the country following our game right now. Thank you for joining in here on the CABC Baseball Network. That one misses outside for a ball as well. 3-1 now the count here on, 3-2 the count on Alec Boucher. Full count pitch. That one hit the left center field, and that's going to get down and in the gap. The base runner Hudvagner going to make his way in. Boucher stands up at second with an RBI double. His first RBI of the game. His first hit of the game. And the Windsor Stars lead gets extended to 10-6.
Shortstop, number 17, Josh Anderson.
Shortstop Josh Anderson will step in. He takes a mighty hack at that pitch, fouls it off down the right field line. Anderson on the day, 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. Also has 2 runs scored and a stolen base. Popped out to second base to end the 3rd inning. That one inside for a ball. (10-6) Windsor Stars here in championship game number 1. If the Stars win this one, it's all over. They're the champions. If the Brigade can find a way back into this one, they would force a second championship game, as the Stars are undefeated right now. Is that one on the outside corner for a strike to Anderson? Focus right now has to be for McLean and the Brigade to try and get out of this inning without any more damage, and then they got to get on the sticks and see what they can do here in the 7th. The pitch swung on and missed, and Anderson down on strikes, but not before the Stars able to tack on another run this inning, as they currently lead this game now 10-6. So for the Stars in the top half of the 7th inning, 1 run on 2 hits. There were no Sarnia errors. Stars leave 1 runner on base. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning, and the last chances here for the Sarnia Brigade if they want to extend this tournament to a winner-take-all final. The score, the Windsor Stars 10, the Sarnia Brigade 6. Again, reminder, if the Stars do win this game, following the game, they will have the banner and trophy presentation, as well as the presentations to both teams for the medals. Myself, I will have a clothing package that I have sitting up here beside me that we are going to give to the tournament most valuable player, which we will have announced when we go down to the field. That person will be going home with a nice clothing package courtesy of us here at CABC Baseball, as well as our clothing provider, which is Inked Baseball in the Greater Toronto area. Young right-hander Michael Grandin Jr., a 22U call-up to this Windsor Stars team, will take to the mound here and try and secure this provincial title here for the Stars.
Number 4, Blake Butler.
It will be third baseman Blake Butler to lead things off. The number 5 hitter, left fielder Kyle Maloney, will hit second. Pitcher Alex McLean is due up third here against Grandin Jr. That fastball going to miss inside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Butler. That one down for ball 2. Certainly don't want to give the Brigade any free bases here. You have a 4-run lead. So the mindset here for Grandin should be just pound the strike zone, go after hitters, as that one misses inside for ball 3. So the count now 3-0. Here's the pitch. That one right down Broadway for strike 1. Butler on the day. 0 for 2. Hit by a pitch in the first, reached on an error in the third. Flew out to center field in the 5th. Another fastball right down the middle for strike 2. As we are very, very quickly climbing in viewers here, almost up to 280 now, as we were in the bottom of the last inning here of this game. That one stung down the right field line, but it is foul into the Stars bullpen. Again, the winner of this tournament will get a trip to Chatham, New Brunswick, August 20th to the 23rd for the Canadian Men's Championships, which will take place there. Ironman Park and Waldo Henderson Field, all set to host everyone there in a couple of weeks. That ball hit up the middle. Josh Anderson takes it on the hop, throws across the diamond, and that throw pulls Josh Hudvagner off the bag. He's unable to get back to it in time, and the throwing error by Anderson. We'll give the Brigade a leadoff runner here as we quickly scoot over to reset our scoreboard here for the bottom of the 7th.
Number 9, Kyle Maloney.
So the leadoff runner aboard. Maloney takes that pitch down for ball 1. The veteran Maloney. He's 1 for 2 today. Had a sac fly back in the 1st. Popped out to second base in the 3rd. He had a double. Scored a run in the 5th. That one popped up. It's going to be back and out of play here off to our left. So 1-1 count here. Appreciate the kind words, Dan. Thank you. We've been happy to be down here again this year, broadcasting throughout the weekend. The game number 13 that we're working here today. Here's the pitch. That one outside for a ball. Well, I just found out I might be in trouble before I go home tonight. That was a nice comment from Steve Gomes. My apologies, Steve. I'm sure I'm going to get tripped on the way out of the stairs here, going out of the press box. That one's fouled off into the Sarnia dugout. It's always fun down here. The pitch from Grondin. That one is belted to left field. That's going to send the left fielder Bryson Vernon back. He takes a couple of steps in, camps under it, and makes the catch. And Maloney retired for the first out. So the Brigade down 2. 2 outs left here in this one as pitcher Alex McLean.
Pitcher number 21, Alex McLean.
He will make his way to the plate. Started off as the right fielder. 1 for 1 today. Had a single in the 3rd. Pair of walks, 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 5th. He scored a run in the 5th, also has an RBI. (10-6) for the Windsor Stars here in the 7th. The Brigade do have a runner on. Is Grondin going to check on Butler as he dives back in safely? Long way to go here for the Brigade, but still have some life with 2 outs left. The pitch down in the dirt, scooped up there by Kyle Maruzik, who came in to pinch hit in the 7th and now takes over defensively from Mitch Hudbagner, who takes the rest of today off. Here's the pitch. Just outside for ball 2. So 0-2. 2-0 the count. My bad. Big hack there. That's fouled back and just over top of us here in the booth. The count now 2-1. Grondin with his sign. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball down and in for ball 3. So hitters count here for McLean, 3-1 as the Sarnia Brigade try and trudge their way back in this one, currently trailing 10-6. The pitch. Hit right through the legs of Grondin and into center field. That could have been bad if that caught a piece of him. He's able to get out of the way, though. So runners at first and second now for the Brigade with 1 out.
Number 8, Keegan Brandon.
So first and second, Keegan Brandon going to dig in here as he looks to keep the train rolling for the Brigade. 1 for 3 today with a double that scored 2 runs back in the 5th. That pitch in the dirt, good block there from Maruzic. He also flew out to left field in the first inning, struck out in the 3rd. Catcher Brendan Healy waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Also down and in for ball 2. So a few control issues here for Grondin in this inning as there's a pair of runners on. And a 2-0 count here to Keegan Brandon, at the plate. The pitch. They'll chopper up the middle. Taken there, steps on second base, on to first. And that is the ball game. The 4-3 double play wraps everything up. And the Windsor Stars are your 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier champions as they will make the trek to Chatham, New Brunswick here in a couple of weeks at a tournament that they are very familiar with, the Canadian Championships.
The final total for the Windsor Stars. The winning pitcher for this afternoon's game from the Stars, number 8, Matt Ward, with 2 strikeouts. The losing pitcher for the Sarnia Brigade,
So for the Sarnia Brigade in the 7th inning, they get no runs on no hits. There was 1 error committed by the Windsor Stars. There was 1 runner left on base. The final score here at Ronald Cullen Stadium, it is the Windsor Stars who will be heading to the Canadian Men's Championships as Ontario provincial champions. They defeat the Sarnia Brigade by a score of 10-6. We are going to leave the stream running, but we are going to make our way down to the field as we will talk to manager Ron Smith and see who he would like to select as the CABC Inked Baseball Tournament Most Valuable Player. So we will leave the stream on. There won't be any sound, but you'll be able to see what's happening as the presentations are taking place. So I'm going to give this a whirl and see if it works. But down here at field level right now, as we're doing the medal presentations to the two teams, as we have left the stream live here for folks to be able to watch this. Right now, the provincial finalists, the Sarnia Brigade, receiving their medals here from coaches Joel Ainsworth and James Grant. Following that, the Windsor Stars will receive their medals, and then we will have our presentation for the CABC Inks Baseball Player of the Tournament, which we will make here in a few minutes from public address announcer Aaron Sanders.
Number 21, Alex McLean. Number 9, Kyle Maloney. Number 4, Blake Butler. Number 47, Cooper Clark. Number 27, Carter Arts. Number 29, Hank Vandermeer.
So again, leaving my microphone open here, hopefully you're able to hear a little bit. Again, the provincial finalists, the Sarnia Brigade, receiving their medals here from coaches James Grant and Joel Ainsworth. OBA representative Dave Huckwith here, along with Keith Sanford, doing the presentations.
And now the Windsor Stars. First, the non-starters. Number 9, Bryson Vernon.
The Windsor Stars about to receive their championship medals here now from Dave Huckwith, OBA rep,
Number 7,
as well as Ron Smith and Buzz Morris, who are making their way up, as well as Al Bernacci.
Number 11, Stephen Addo. Number 18, Jack Zimmerman. Number 20, Josh Shepley. Number 22, Chris Reno. Number 23, Noah Richardson. Number 24, Mason Mayan. Number 35, Kimani Bailey.
So again, if you're just joining in, the medal presentations here after a 10-6 victory for the Windsor Stars over the Sarnia Brigade here in the provincial final, the national qualifier here in Windsor. The Stars will now be making their way to Chatham, New Brunswick for the national championships here in a couple of weeks. Just getting their medals right now. We're going to have our CABC tournament player of the MVP tournament, MVP of the tournament. Get those words out. Hopefully this is working here. I tried to leave my microphone on, so hopefully you're able to hear some of the presentations.
Number 12, Rowan Leska. Number 27, Noah Pickering. Number 5, Jesse Moffett. Number 30, Brock Whitson. And now the starters. The starting pitcher and the winning pitcher tonight, number 8, Matt Ward. Number 21, Jeremy Orton. Number 17, Josh Anderson. Number 13, Alec Boucher. Number 4, Josh Hutbacker. Your designated hitter today, number 14, Colin Robinson. 25, Mitch Hutbacker. Along with number 16, Carter Ray. Number 6, Jake Lovely. And rounding out the starters, number 10, Noah Riddle. Now introducing the coaches who made it possible for Windsor Stars to be national bound, led by their manager, Ron Smith. Here are the coaches. And by the way, the most valuable player of the CABC, represented by Dan Esty, number 16, Carter Ray.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, thank you.
There you go. There's that for you.
Awesome.
I don't know if we can get a picture somewhere. If we can look.
Your cousin Hank.
Good.
What's up? Oh, this
Congrats,
way?
man. Yeah. We're going this way for one. There you go.
Windsor Stars.
Thank you.
There you go, buddy.
Appreciate it, man.
Congrats.
Yes, sir.
2023. Thank you.
So the Windsor Stars gather around home plate as they get some pictures down there with the championship trophy as well as their ticket they have punched to the Canadian Championships, which will be coming up in 2 weeks in Chatham, New Brunswick. They will go as the Ontario reps. We are going to wrap up our stuff here. It's been a long weekend of coverage. As always, we are very happy to make our way down here and cover these games. 14 in all that we covered after we went back and counted. Hopefully the audio was able to come through from the field as we were down there. Again, just a great weekend. The thank yous that we gave out before, again, to Jamie Kell and all the Tecumseh Thunder organization, a huge thank you for their hospitality around Lacasse Park when we were there this weekend. To Ron Smith, Bernie Soulier, Keith Sanford, and everyone that's here. A huge thank you to them as well here at the Micmac Sports Complex for their help around the weekend here as well. To the OBA with Dave Huckwith, Justin Snively, and everyone that was down here representing them, a huge thank you to them for their support throughout the summer. It is all very, very greatly appreciated. We are going to wrap things up here now in our broadcast. Again, the final score here from Cullen Stadium. It is the Windsor Stars victorious over the Sarnia Brigade by a score of 10-6, and they punched their ticket to the Canadian National Championships coming up in a couple of weeks. Thank you so much for your viewership over the weekend. We're happy we're able to bring this to you again this year. Have a great evening, and we will chat soon. Take care, and bye for now.